Willie D Live.
It's Willie D, y'all, back with another episode of information and instructions to help you navigate through this wild, crazy, beautiful world. In the studio, Doug E. Fresh.
Wow.
Say, man. What's up, King? How you doing?
Brother, I'm blessed and highly favored, man. And so happy to be here. Thank you for inviting me
Absolutely.
to your studio. And I think it's very, very, very classic. Before we start, I seen you had different pieces of equipment up there that I have not seen in a while. I seen some classic equipment, recording things in there. Are you a collector, brother?
No, that would be Mario.
Okay.
That would be Mario
All right.
stuff. Mario is into collecting. Mario is one of those old school cats that keep the classic stuff alive.
Right,
you
the
know?
authenticity, the quality. I could not believe the condition it was in too.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah, we got to do our part, man, and to not just be flies on the wall. We got to be intentional about making sure that people remember, who started what. They got to remember the foundation.
yes, sir.
Oftentimes we just sit back and we just watch, we observe, and we complain about what's going on in music or whatever. But we can actually do something about it. We can do our part by making sure people don't forget the people who laid the foundation. Like I'm doing my part right now, like having a conversation with you.
I appreciate that.
One of the guys who, put a few bricks in the house of hip hop.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, man.
Yes, sir.
How does one come from Barbados and end up in New York City making hip hop with a guy from London? How does that happen?
Man.
Well, hold on. I know how it happened. Well, it started out on 8th Avenue when you made up the name called the Get Fresh Crew.
What?
It was you, your two DJs,
Chill Will and Barry B.
Chill
Right
Will,
hand
Barry
man.
B, and your right-hand man, Ricky D, who is
right.
known as Slick Rick today.
That's right.
Yeah, man, and you used to rap and sing, make sounds and things. For example, here's a telephone ring.
Is Willie D there? Okay, good.
Say, man, I just had to do that. Has anybody ever did that before?
Nobody. Only
It
you.
was right
Only
there,
you.
man. It was like right there. I was like, I'm going to get him with this
Only
one.
you, bro. Only you, man.
Yeah.
But I tell you, man, it's all of us have a story. Everybody has a story, and to me, everybody's story is important because sometimes when you hear that story, you can see yourself in the story. And my story is really just, I come from a West Indian family, from Trinidad, from Barbados. Grandfather comes to America, wants to do something good for his family. My great-grandma and my grandfather probably met at Crop Over, which is a celebration in Barbados, or it could have been at Carnival, which is in Trinidad. I never got the true full story on that part, but the connection, and then the family starts building in Harlem, and he starts to build so much, and you're around music, food, culture, and remember, Harlem was the rise of black people. Everybody was migrating to Harlem because they seen it as the land of opportunity. So I think that from the Caribbean, they came because they knew, and they wanted us to be raised around that kind of celebration of us being us, by us, working with us. So long story short, I went to school there, man, and and I was raised there, and, my brothers and sisters and all of them contributed to me learning about hip-hop. And when I learned about it, a lot of people may not know because some people got into knowing who I was when the show came out. But before the show, I was already very popular on the East Coast because of me creating the beatbox. And also when I did the movie Beat Street with Harry Belafonte, and made much respect to him because he just transitioned,
R.I.P. Harry
you know.
Belafonte.
And he was very instrumental in me being in that movie. And he said, look, when we do this movie, I need this guy in it. Like he seen something in me that he wanted me in this movie. And Harry Belafonte is the continuation of Paul Robeson, who was the poet, the actor, the singer, and the activist. So he's that continuation. And as I connected with him, I feel like I'm the continuation, meaning because I agree with that style of being, using all your gifts. And I thought that what you said when you opened up here was brilliant because, you using your gifts to uplift your people and making them aware, and all people. But if you don't use the gift for that, I think in a way, it's kind of like a waste of the gift. You know what I'm saying? So me doing hip hop has been bigger than me just doing hip hop. The contribution I made to hip hop is bigger than just me. It's about making it so that everybody know how possible the impossible is.